What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Saka, and today I have something special for you guys. So today we're going to be focusing on the headlights and how to restore these oxidized faded headlights on this 2013 Subaru Forester. And if you're a DIYer, you already have most of these tools already at hand, but also I'm still going to talk about the other tools that I also have in my arsenal to go ahead and restore some headlights. But first, all we're really going to need is some sandpaper, whether it's dry sanding, and I purchased this from Adams. I'm going to give this a review as well. This is going to be a review. This is a dry sanding paper. I'll get more into this as well. Or you could do a machine wet sanding. This is the Rupes Cuts. I got a 1500 grit and a 3000 grit. And then once you're done sanding down the area, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna cut it with a compound to go ahead and refine it. And then I'm gonna polish it with this orange Waffle pad and the Optimum Hyper Polish just to go ahead and polish this up. And so we're gonna go through all the motions and the steps. All the products will be down below in the description. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, all right, so first things first is I'm gonna be using the Adams Scratch Remover Sanding Kit. So pretty much they made this to go ahead and remove deeper scratches off the paint if you're a DIYer. And it comes nice package. It comes with a little handheld type of block. Then it comes with a Kovax foam interface to go ahead and foam on, and it'll stick onto the Velcro. Now you have this nice handheld, and then some sanding paper. So let's go ahead and do this. So it ranges from 1000 grit, 2000, then 3000. So it's 1000 grit, 2000 grit, 3000. How do you know? Usually they have them in different colors, but as well on your sanding paper or sanding disc, they'll tell you right back here. It'll say 1000 grit. All right, so I'm just gonna start off with the 1000 grit. And one thing you really want to remember always is the finer the grit or the higher the grit, the better and less scratches is gonna be. The lower the grit, the more aggressive it's gonna be. Think of it like, you know, your credit score. If you have a low credit score, it's aggressive and it'll mess everything up. And then the higher the grit, it's not gonna mess up a lot of things. You're able to fix it easily. So just think of it of that way, in that sense. But this is a dry sanding disc, so meaning that I don't need to spray any water, no nothing. And also, most importantly, before anything, you want to prep the surface. So this vehicle was washed, we clayed it. We clayed even the headlights, and obviously to save time, we went ahead and taped the edges. And I left the hood just a little bit up, so when I pass my polisher, I'm not gonna hit against it. But let's go ahead and get started. So with the dry sanding paper, again, you just go in dry and just start agitating, going back and forth motions. No pressure. I'm not using any pressure. Like, I'm holding 2 fingers. And you just want to sand this down. And you'll see it start turning hazy right away. It's okay. We're going to fix that in a bit. So pretty much here is literally no pressure. All we're doing is sanding off the oxidation. And as I'm wiping the oxidation on my towel from the dry sanding that's happening, you see all that orange and stuff on the microfiber towel. And that's something that you want to go ahead and remove. So you just do this with 1000 grit, then you move on to 2000 grit, and the same thing then to 3000 grit. And you'll see little by little the opaqueness or the dullness of the actual headlight is going to become more uniform and a little bit more clear. And that way, once we hit 3000 grit sandpaper, the compound is easily going to go ahead and remove that 3000 grit scratches, and as well give it a way nicer finish. So yeah, so just rinse and repeat until we move on to the compounding step. A wool pad. I want something aggressive. I'm going to be cutting this. Next up, grab your compound. I'm using the last cut compound from the last detail. Very aggressive compound. It'll make this Typically, yes, you want to use a pad washer, but for this, it's not necessary at the moment. Because whatever marring it leaves behind, we are going to take care of that. So speed setting 3, this is the PXC 90. And then I'm gonna go aggressive and add a little bit of pressure. Typically, I don't polish with pressure, but in this case, I do apply pressure, and it's okay on headlights and taillights because I really want to make sure I remove the oxidation that's on the headlights, and it's going to give it a nice clear finish. And here I used the Rupes Coarse Wool Pad with the last cut from the last detail, and it's just an amazing combo for these steeper scratches. And we even removed more oxidation, as you guys saw on the wool pad. It came out a bit dark. And then after this, we move on to the polishing step to refine the finish. As you can see, it is completely clear. Looks like a brand new headlight. And overall, let me know what you guys think about this process. And on top of that, the Atom scratch removal kit actually really surprised me. It comes with a nice little foam block handle type of thing and a Kovax foam interface with Kovax dry sanding disc. It's actually pretty good, and I give it a thumbs up for sure. We are done. This is how it looks. This is how it was after. All right, everyone, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys found this informative, and this is a quick and easy way so you guys will go ahead and restore your headlights. And a night and day difference. I didn't want to go crazy aggressive of like 800 grit or something like that to go ahead, because this still has some UV clear on here to go ahead and keep it intact. And the last thing that's very important is you really want to add some sort of protection. I like to add ceramic coatings, so I'm gonna add a ceramic coating on this after I am done doing the rest of the vehicle, because we do have to polish the rest of the vehicle. And then once I'm done polishing, then I go ahead and apply the ceramic coating, because I don't want to polish and then accidentally rub on the coating with the polish on the paint and stuff. And then yeah, so that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this huge transformation, made this thing look as brand new as possible, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.